Mount Rahim here, rest of the covenant, break our 7 seals. Welcome, brothers and sisters. This much, pretty much redux for yesterday. I didn't cover everything I wanted to cover, and I seem to spend so much more time these days. It's me. You're done right. And things are moving very rapidly. We know it's about to hit a brick wall any minute, any day now. We don't know exactly when, but we know it's soon. There's no doubt about that, unless everything has to be a reset. It means everything has to quiet down and all over again. And they said running this word they use that's the word they use the world's running headlong into Armageddon. That's what they call Armageddon. Anyway, bosses, that's what I meant a couple of things here, and then we'll get into I'm going to cover a few things I meant to cover yesterday, but ran out of time. I'm going to try to keep this down to like an hour. Look around 2 hours, 2 hours and a half. In fact, my longest presentation has been lately. Okay, reparations. They're still pushing it, but they know they can't do it unless they have 100% participation. That means, what does that mean? It means they're eliminating anyone that's not participating in it, because almost everybody's on board with reparations nowadays. Everybody's on board. I mean, I haven't heard anybody speak against it yet, except myself. Yeah, reparations. Got some people I know, right? Send me stuff about reparations. I said, send them back, said, wait a minute, how much money would you take for some rape your mama? The mind you have is important, bro. It's the most important thing that you have. My souls and all such thing. The body, when the Bible talks about the soul, it's talking about the body. It's not talking about some special something within you that's extraterrestrial or whatever. No, your soul is just your body. They tell you, oh, there's something inside of you that's going to go on after you die, and it couldn't have a brain because your brain died, and couldn't have a heart. So what is it? Couldn't be you. Wouldn't have your memories. It makes no sense. When you ask yourself these questions, bro, it makes no sense. Like this whole thing about Christianity. That whole story about Superman, almost a story about Christianity, ain't it? This baby comes from another planet, right? And he gets with a human mother. He can do all these fantastic things, right? And the world he's going to save the world and do all these great things for the world. And there's something to that. Thing is that your mind is not in tune with reality. Your mind is somewhat in tune with your personal reality because you're told to submit and so forth, and it's still Bible. They give you as let's speak another way, boss. Let me just cut the chase here. Now I keep telling you. I'm not teaching you because you have to be taught. That means you have to be in a learning state, and you're not in a learning state, so I can't teach you anything. Tell you. I'm not teaching you yet. Because to be teaching, you have to come to class and listen. You're not listening. But remember I told you, Your mind is your world. Your mind is your world. Your mind is your reality. Because that's the information. Your mind feeds information to the brain, and that's where the brain calculates that information. So if it gives it bad information, it's going to calculate badly. It's going to make bad decisions. It's not going to make sense in sync with reality. If your mind is not in sync with reality, your mind can, right? So the thing is that you say, well, why are people Christians? Well, you see, cows have nature, birds have nature. They're natural to fly, unless you're a chicken, I guess. They're natural to fly. So we have certain aspects of ourselves. We have, certain things that's just natural to our being. Right? So having a curiosity to how life is part of our nature. Okay? So you want to know, why am I here? What's this about? Why? Because you want to give meaning to what you're doing. Yeah, after the sex and after the food and everything else, you want to have some kind of meaning to what you're doing, so you can direct yourself, have some, inspiration, some vision or something. That's what said people without vision perish, because you have to have some kind of, that's not for why. So that's where religions come in, because they say, okay, they feed you this. This is the reason. That's the mind they give you. Hindu mind, Buddhist mind, Christian mind. That's the information you have. So based on information, you're going to act a certain way, because how's you going to act? That's all information. You're going to act on information. You can't act on information that you don't have. Only act on information that you do have. So the whole, remember Willie Lynch? They control information. They control information for 100 years. And when it came to things like how things work, how the universe works and everything, right, religion fills that gap. Because before religion, before 35,000 years ago, we had mathematics. We could, we knew how the universe worked, and we could know if we wanted to, because the knowledge was there. That's part of education. Knowledge is there. You can learn as much as you want the truth about how the universe works. There was no mystery, no question, right? No dogma. It was just, hey, sun is this. That's why the first thing you got in the Supreme Wisdom is actual facts. Where it is, that's where it is. Yeah. Religion comes along, it gives you different information. And so now you think the universe works that way. So you're going to operate that frequency. So, 100 years, only information we had when it comes to how things work. That's been called out religion for the last 35,000 years. It wasn't religion before, it was just knowledge. The universe works. Religion is their view of how it works. So, for the last 500 years, we've been told sealed Bible, the interpretation of sealed Bible at that. That's the information we got. And that came under the banner of Christianity. So, our people, you have to eat, right? So they told you, well, chitlin was good. You had nothing else to eat. So you ate chitlins. So you try to make the best of chitlins. You put hot sauce on it, pepper and everything else on it. Right? You was eating shit, you saw it was shit, but you had to eat. And so you try to make the best of it. Cow chips. That's the idea of chips come, potato chip, all that kind of stuff. From cow chips. Because that's a lot, that's what you have for lunch. Hey, boy, I'm hungry. You're out there in the fields, and man, go grab one of the cow chips. Because cow chips got a lot of nutrients and stuff in it, right? Because it's got the grass and all that, and mixed in with the shit, right? You think, I'm not joking. A lot of times, you're hungry, say, go get one of those cow chips, boy. And you eat it because you was hungry. Because it tells you in the scripture that Son of Man, right, would have to eat cow shit. That was one of the things that one of the things have to suffer. It says it right in there. They said our people have to even eat human shit. But it says, well, Son of Man, I'm not going to save you from doing that much. Because our people will be forced to eat human shit. It's right in the Bible. So it matched for Muhammad? No, of course not. See? So the thing is that you had to eat. You want information. You wanted to hear. You wanted to see. You had eyes. You had ears. You had a brain. You had a stomach. You had to satisfy these things. So you're hungry. You eat cow shit. Yeah, I'm getting really upset with these camera thing, brothers and sisters. I tell you, ooh. I did my systems, all in my systems. Always something. All in my systems, brothers and sisters. The side effect is they ain't happy with just satisfied with shadow banning me. They try to frustrate me with constantly messing with my camera, freezing, buffering, and everything else. Yeah, on this work. We bought a new laptop, and why am I even doing that? Because time is so short. You understand? So you understand what you need? That's where the 5 pills come in. You need these things. You got to understand human nature, human physiology, human psychology. So you need information because you can't think. Without information, you can't think. That's why you need language to think too, right? You know, information. You need language. But I'm going to go with the information, right? So you understand information. So the thing is that the information gave you was the sealed Bible. You know, other information. That's all information that you could feed your brain to satisfy the desire from understand what's going on. That's why people are Christians. And they make sure that information stays locked in like that. That's where part of these false Israel's up there. Because if false Israel wasn't there, you start, hey, maybe that's talking about us. We've been 400 years here. If you start thinking like that, you step outside Christianity. Christianity is what they use to control you. Christianity is what they use to control you. Because that information, Christianity, the sealed Bible, that's the information you need to keep you under control. Yeah, the information will keep you under control. It will keep you listening to Master, keep you obeying Master, keep you loving Master. Isn't that what it tells you? The sealed Bible tells you, love Master, do whatever Master tells you to do more. Please Master. It's God's will. So that's the information you got. It says you're supposed to be a slave. That's what it says in the Bible. You ham. So now, okay, that's why I'm in this situation. Because God put me in a situation. Jesus did, and I'd be good. Maybe Jesus would forgive me, let me get into heaven. You see, these are the type of things that you be going through. So they can't have that upset. Because all the information you get reinforces that, like false Israel. It reinforces sealed Bible. See, because that's false. See? Everybody was white, and you're the only one that's black. So that means that shows you was cursed. Let me do something right quick. I think I'll do. I'm going to have to do another part. I'm not going to finish all this today. I say it right now. Hold on, brother and sister. I can hear. I forgot something again. You need to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. I can run. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We need this process to do a song. One more. And one more. Keep talking about it, but I never showed it. All right. Almost. One more. Okay. All right. Almost there. And this is, how come you don't get paid for doing this? And about money. A promise made, doing one's duty. Well, that's about almost there. Oh, that's right. Good. And I have a lot of tragedies going on in my family nowadays, Ron. Just so much going on. Hard to deal with. Yep, it is. Nope. Mm. Yeah, my if and that's what happened. Mm. Mm. I'll do it. Okay, boss is all done. Back to where I was. As I was saying, brothers and sisters, the thing is that they're controlling that information, and you don't understand. I can't keep understanding the power of that. Because right now, you're under the same gun. Because right now, you are still under information control. That's why you can't get the angel. Why you're doing a lot of things you're doing. Because you are still under gravitational vortex, right? Informational gravitational informational vortex, I guess you might say. Otherwise, you'd be different. You'd be a different whole person. You'd be 100%. But I said, those who seek this world's life will lose it. But those who give it, see their lives will lose it. Those who seek to get lives for the kingdom will gain it. And so you're still locked in. It says, that's why Superman walk along. He's the only one that broke through. Only one broke through. That's why he's able to give this information. Okay? Because he's not locked in to that information. He's not blinded by information. See, because when he came along, the man didn't say the man is some of his friends or just the family, but just the man. He said, no, the man, that's about the whole community, their mind was gone. Because if they had enemy's mind, it means it was controlled by the enemy's information. That's what it means. Controlled by enemy's information. They still was controlled. And then when they saw something, something's wrong because they got tired of beating themselves. That's what stopped. They was beating themselves. Something's wrong with this. They just stop doing this. That's what stopped them. A tragedy happens because there was a multitude. Something had happened to him. And he said, something wrong with this. So he dropped it. See? Like you're eating some food. I keep not eating this food. I keep getting sick, man. I keep getting allergies. Something wrong with this food, man. You stop eating it, but you got to eat something. Start looking around for something else to eat. So he dropped the information. He said, hey, man, something wrong with this information. Look at me. I'm howling. They can't see. He was out of control of it anymore. They was controlling them. He says, no one controlled them, but did you pay attention to that? He was beating themselves, so he was controlling them. He said they weren't controlled by chains anymore. Isn't that what he said? He broke the chains. They controlled the chains anymore. He was controlling his mind. Read the story carefully, brothers and sisters. Pay attention to these stories. He broke the chains. They haven't been chains no more. But he was beating himself. It means he had control of his mind. And then, but he knew something was wrong because he wasn't getting anywhere. He was beating himself up. He was howling. He didn't like that. So he said, I'm going to jettison this. And so, right? So he said, hey, ran him, what you got for me? I'm hungry, man. Can you feed me? Remember, Jesus, he fed the blind, he fed the hungry, and gave sight to the blind. What do you mean? What, talking about food? Talking about the angel. Because once you get an angel, you got a whole new mind. Because you got true information. That's why angel got so much information. All this information I just gave you today. I went through it quickly. The mathematics, how things actually work, which they don't know. You understand? So when you're hungry, you're going to look for some meat. So right now, the only food that you had for the mind, the only food we had doing was shitlings. All the stuff that we would eat, that's all we had, so that's what we had to eat to survive. Right? We put all the seasoning stuff on it. Why do you think we do all that? Why do you think we do all that stuff? Seasoning, all the stuff we put on, all that stuff, everything, because it was filthy, it was funky. But that's all we had to eat. We tried to make it taste as best we could. And make it taste as best we could. You understand, brothers and sisters? That's why we do that. hot sauce and everything else. There's eat cow chips. The Son of Man would do it all. He'd be forced to do it too. There's Christianity. When this lesson's talking about bad food, said they taught you to eat bad food, right? They're talking about knowledge, information. They're talking about work. Because you eat the wrong food. They're talking about food for your brain. The mind feeds the brain. So what we get ready to do is we get ready to have a famine of that type of food. If a person's living on a land where there's nothing but pork to eat, you stop eating pork. You kill all the swine. You gotta stop eating it. You start looking for something else to eat. Let me try some of those bananas over there. Let me try some apples over there. See? Because there's no pork. That's going to happen right now. I'm going to get cut information. Okay? So then you're going to look for supermarkets for food. Oh, information. Because you're going to be total darkness. You don't know what to do. See, when you don't have information, that's mental darkness. When light comes out, you start looking, hey man, we're looking for a light. When all lights go out, first time look for a light. If you're here now, you say, hey, is anybody out there trying to see if there's some sound? Same thing. If you get information, you say, no, because you don't know what to do. You're in mental darkness. That's what's about to happen, brothers and sisters. Mental darkness on a profound level. Because all this food you've been eating 24/7, constantly, is going to be stopped. And you say, I can't. And you go, when we stop, you'll find out you can't. Not edible. All says not there anymore. Information is incorrect. The information they gave us is poison. I can't eat that anymore. And so people said, dark, see the great light. Understand. So let's move on, brothers and sisters. I'm going to talk a couple of things and we'll move on, brothers and sisters. Covered these yesterday, so let me hit on a little bit. This is an example. This person got bad information because he obviously got a lot of discipline. Man, you have a tremendous amount of discipline to do that. You have a tremendous amount of discipline, right? But the mind he got told him to use that discipline to do this, which benefits nobody. Now, what if he was disciplined to go in and read a book, science and mathematics, history? It would be a genius, powerful. Engineering. What's that? You got a little body there. She little devil. Hey, look, see, you're cute, yeah. That's what happens when you have bad information, because this is not doing her any good. It's not even good for his health. They tell you that's not even good for your health. That too much. But brothers, this when you get home to the hereafter, your brothers, you're gonna look better than that. But you have a lot of energy, right? And you ain't got to be spending as much discipline to do it as that. Because you have to do it 24/7. But you're gonna achieve that much easier. You have so much energy. You're gonna be like that just because you move and take. You don't have to go to the gym. You're gonna have to go to the gym, and you're gonna hereafter. Okay, I'm gonna explain a couple of things, brothers. Okay, I'm not going to get through the whole thing today again because I get distracted because I talk and things come up. You know those planes that Mass Farmer has, those little small planes? Now, you have to understand how acceleration works. To escape the Earth, you have to accelerate faster than 32 feet per second. Like an elevator goes up, it goes up. You know, if you see the elevator goes real fast, you can still feel the pressure on your feet, right? So, you want to escape the gravity of the Earth, that means you got to go faster than the gravity. Gravity pulls 32 feet per second. So you have to accelerate at a higher rate to go up, right? So, but if you go at 32 feet per second, you won't feel it because it's the natural pull that you have on you. But if you go 32 feet, 33 feet per second, you're going to start feeling that pressure on you. You'll start feeling the force which is pulling you down. But if you go to 40 feet per second, oh man, you're going to feel like a weight. You know, like you see those movies where they go into space and you see a skin pushing back and pushing against the chair, accelerating. And they accelerated faster, 30 feet per second. So they start feeling it. They feel that force on it, pulling down. Okay? So if you go like 50 feet per second, then they'll crush you because the force too much, you couldn't handle it. Your body couldn't handle it. But you can do it, moderate just at the right pace. In other words, so now you accelerate. Let's say you accelerate and you say, okay, I'm going to accelerate this speed. Right, for an hour or 2 hours. So you're going to that'll take you out to maybe halfway to Mars, something like that, right? But we're going to have those planes. You will have your individual. We won't have no cars or like BS anymore. So say you did that. So what happens is now you do it just right because you want to crush yourself. You time it just right. What happens is and you're going up. But now remember. When you're doing it, everything's going to be heavy to you. Everything you do, you pick up a pencil heavy. Everything will be heavy to you. When you see it's okay, say you're an engineer. You're doing your engineering work. You walk around doing engineering work, but you're doing it under what they call it, word they use, right? And word, something about gravity. Anyway, it's a word they use. It's heavier gravity. More, can't think of the word. But the gravity force is greater than now. Because right now, this is normal. If we're on the moon, you could jump around and everything because the gravity is lighter. So you can jump maybe 30 feet. But if you put it away, now everything is heavy on you. Everything is heavy on you. Everything is heavy. But you're operating in that. But now you're doing your regular work. Right? You may have some friends over, communicate. Move around. So you're building muscle. And you ain't doing but you're doing it. You don't have to go to the gym. You still do what you're doing, but you just put yourself under high gravity force, under high gravity while you're doing it. So therefore you go, and then you reverse, come back. So you spend an hour out there doing your whatever, but you have to stop and just you're on treadmills, and plus you get a 100% body workout because your whole body, you have to have this machine, your whole body has been affected. That's better than that right there because you got certain muscles, right? But you have a total body workout and you don't have to go out and go to the gym to do it. You just go and say, okay, I'm going out there, I'm going out here, I'm going in the office to do some work. So you go and get your little ship, boom, I'll be back about an hour and a half, right? So you go out there, you're doing your engineering work, you're doing you're walking around, but when you walk around, everything's going to be heavier. See, everything will feel heavy. You walk around, your body will feel heavy. Everything will be heavier. When you lift something, you pick up a pencil, whatever, you're getting a full body workout. But you ain't got to focus on, you can still do your regular work. And every brother make him look like he has a 10-pound weakling. Because every brother, the sisters, they're gonna be, but they ain't gonna look like the Hulk. They're gonna be tight. They're gonna be strong. They don't want to look like, maybe some of my, I don't know. You understand? But the point is, I just thought I'd lay out to you, bro. So maybe you understand, maybe you don't. You're just operating on a higher gravity level that will automatically cause your muscles to build and everything else without thinking about it. Without doing anything special. Going to the gym, stop doing what you're doing for a year, hour, half an hour at the gym. No, just every day just do this. If you want to do it for 2 or 3 hours, you want to work, whatever, how you want to do it. That'd be healthy because your whole body, your muscles, your bones, everything is going to be operating under that heavier gravity. When these people go out there and like they got these people out there right now that's been out there for like a year, I think, and they can't bring them back for some reason. They're floating around. When they bring them back, they're going to be in a big lot of trouble. because their bodies been operating under low gravity for that long. They might not be able to recover. They got to go through a lot of therapy. Their heart is weaker. They won't be able to walk when they get here. What they do is they put them on treadmills with magnetic shoes. But it's not the same thing because it's not a full body. Full body workout, they get this low gravity. That means everything is getting weaker and weaker and weaker. And the longer they stay out there, the harder just from the heart. They won't tell you that part. Just look it up. The harder is from this to deal with this gravity level when they get back. They might not be able to walk at all. Their heart's going to be much weaker. Even if they got the gravity, they can now keep their heart strong. Wow, it'd be impossible to bring them back. See, our ships, we go out and we build in such a way. I spoke about this a long time ago. Yeah, well, I'm going to leave it alone. Let's move on. Let's move on, brothers. So much to talk about. Every time I start talking, I say, oh, here's something else I could talk about. Okay, let's move this one here. Dear brothers and sisters, the triangle, the ruling triangle. This is an adjustment here. And here. The whole thing. Right there, yeah. You see, I talked about this yesterday, right? Capitalism is slavery by definition. It's by definition. So, and Christianity justified it. That's how they got rich. That's how you get rich with capitalism. Because you don't pay for what you get. Go out and make $1 million for you. You pay me $100,000 a year, but I make $1 million a year for you. How does that work? I made $1 million, and you got to tell me you're fundraising, right? I go out there and raise $1 million a year for you, right? And you only give me $100,000. I got to make $100,000 a year, but how much work did you put in? See? That's where it works. You work at Popeyes with $10, $15 an hour. If they give you that much, right? The guy, he's making a fortune. He's not paying you for the much energy you put in. That's what capitalism is, by definition. Minimum overhead, maximum profit. They pay you for what you earn. They wouldn't pay anything. They pay you everything. If you burn 1,000 calories to produce for them, and they pay you enough money to buy 1,000 calories, right? Then they don't make any money. They have to exploit you. They have to give you less than what you put in. See? Slavery is the maximum of that. It means if they can get maximum work out of you and little and no expenditure at all, none, not spend anything. They need something reason to justify that, which is Christianity, religion. Use religion justify it. Or you was born to be slaves. You was made to be slaves. You was Ham. I was slave. You said you're supposed to be slaves. They justify it. You love your master. Obey your master. Whatever your master tells you to do. Okay? And then he did consensus. They need everybody to be on board with that. Otherwise, they slave you. Everybody else off with it, and you run away. They need everybody to be on board with to maintain that type of system. That's democracy. Consensus. If just the king is doing it, then you run away from the king. You know what I'm saying? Everybody the whole kingdom has to be on board with it. Because they say, oh, no, well, if you was a slave in the so-called South and you escaped to the North was obligated to put you back and you back. That's the triangle. That's not making up, bro. That's exactly what they was taught by Yaqub to do. And it was enforced Because it says Adam was given God. This was God's sealed Bible. Said, well, why would God want to do that? Because this is the triangle you need, right? It had to be, remember, the triangle is complete. It's the strongest structure there is. The triangle, like a pyramid, the strongest structure is triangular. It's more stronger than a square. It's much stronger than a circle. Circle is the weakest of all of them. The triangle is the strongest one of all. It doesn't want to keep you bound, put you under maximum pressure. Capitalism, slavery, that maximum pressure. Because that's what slavery did. I mean, the Holocaust, it was worse than slavery. Maximum pressure. Christianity, obey it, listen to it. Don't fight it. Right? Democracy, everybody. You get no help from nobody. Everybody's on it against you. Maximum pressure. Because you're trying to create a diamond. You're trying to create a diamond. And that's what it takes. That's what took the tourists with diamonds. You don't like it. You think if the coal was conscious, sitting there busy years under all that pressure, alone in the dark. Oh man, you can hear him just crying and whining. And then instantly turn to a diamond. Once you turn to a diamond, all of a sudden, oh man, wow. Look at me, man, how beautiful I am. I'm going to live forever. But shit, is the process going here? Man, you tell him up front, he wouldn't do it. You have to, you tell him up front, he wouldn't do it. Up front, he wouldn't do it. And they told us up front. Dr. Shabbat didn't tell us up front. He did. He told his sisters, look, he didn't tell me, no one told us exactly what the Holocaust was going to be. Dr. Shabbat knew, the scientists knew. We didn't know. The sister was told that it would be a hard time and that if they went along with us, right, we'll return their honor back to them and we'll, support. That's and we're going to do that, brothers. Whether you sit around with your dumb ass sitting right here, kissing mass ass and everything else, you're going to keep that promise. We made that promise, these sisters, and we're going to return the honor, we're going to put them back on top, right, and restore back to everything was taken from plus. Okay? We're going to love and obey them like never before. Right? That's the promise we made them. We're going to keep that promise. If I keep that promise, I know damn well you can. The trial by head with the females, who? I didn't know anybody like I did. I'd probably be an axe murderer. I didn't know that kind of no boy. Ooh. But these sisters, well, they could do you. But then I'm in love and hate. My wife saw us moving out the lawn, but this woman's little boy, she's a devil. She put some in her husband, boy, she whooped his ass. He didn't even see it coming. And she didn't even break a sweat. Right? These sisters, man, I'm telling you, that's the problem. That sealed Bible stuff. They got you thinking these sisters are nothing. Remember the Queen of Sheba? Joan of Arc? And you think that's so different. You think you can just whoop them around, all that kind of stuff? This is as powerful as you are. The point is they're more cunning with it. And you probably can't count all so-called brothers probably end up in the graveyard. They thought it was, oh man, he just had a heart attack. He's had a stroke, or he just fell down the stairs. He just died, and he just didn't wake up in the morning. Right? We ate too many pancakes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You keep on with that bullshit. These sisters ain't nothing to be played with. And I'm behind it 100%. They take your ass out because you acting stupid. I got nothing to say. I nothing to say. That's they can admit it. I have nothing to say. Okay? I'm good at 100%. Sure, they show up with the devil or something like that. That's a whole different issue. But they took your ass out because you didn't honor them, respect them. Nobody said you got to kiss their ass. Nobody said you got to put up some bullshit. They just stupid, ignorant, and don't know anything. Nobody said you got to go along with that either. They trying to do the right thing. And I don't care what they're doing. You ain't got no business beating them up. If you can't do nothing, if you just can't work out, just leave. Don't put your hands on them, please. I never done it. Well, let me back up. I think I slapped my wife once. I started cutting my hand off for doing it. That was a long time ago, and that was like reflex action. Wasn't a big one, it was just a small one, but I shouldn't have did anyway. But I'm not going to lie to you, Bill. I said, I don't lie about things like that. And at one time, it's like, well, I didn't hurt or nothing. But that was a long time ago. Oh, at least over 30 years ago. And that's one time and one time only. I don't beat up on women. Anyway, brothers and sisters, we're doing that. We're going to keep that promise to them. Otherwise, we have no idea how could you understand the Holocaust was like worst? How could we understand exactly what that would be like? See? All the nation had a hint, and they said, hell with that. So the point is that that's we had to suffer. We become diamonds. That's just where it is, brothers and sisters. I can't change it. That's the way the universe works. If I could change it to another way, I would do it. I don't like what I'm doing right now. But that's what it takes. That's just where it is. Trying to bring to reality. I was telling my wife today, right? We had a family situation, right? So that's why people don't like me. Because they want you to tell them something to make them feel good instead of telling the truth. You're ugly as hell. Oh man, you look so pretty. You're ugly as hell. No. I mean, I ain't gonna go out and just tell you ugly. But if you ask me, yeah, you're ugly. Now you know you're ugly. Now maybe you might try to do something about it. Being ugly don't necessarily mean a fatal thing. It means just because you ain't taking care of yourself. Now you know better. And you go do something about it. Because I'm going to tell you how it is, bro. Since I'm not going to BS you, because I don't believe in that. You try to make you feel good. Come on, bro, sister. Anyway, this is a triangle. A rule. These three things, and you got some of my people are born with, oh man, I'm a capitalist. You don't even know what a capitalist is. Or I'm a Democrat. You don't know what a Democrat is. Or I'm a Christian. You don't know what a Christian is. This triangle has kept you down the points, and it got you closed inside there. Yeah, escape. It's got you like a prison. See? But that's why I'm just getting ready to break that triangle. See? All aspects of it. Christianity, false Israel goes down. Capitalism, all oil, sources, is reality. See? Bring us down, brothers and sisters. There's no third part, brothers. Okay, again, remember I mentioned this before. You know who these people are. Now you do. You have knowledge, but you don't have wisdom. Wisdom is just knowledge. The computer has knowledge. There's something with it. And the mind feeds the brain. The brain calculates. It gives it knowledge. The brain calculates. Once it calculates, it's got to do something with it. Okay, what we got here, bros? Okay, here. This right here, let me back up. Yeah, I'm going to close that in a minute, bros. See, now, what you have here is you got this going on. Say, this right arrow, that's what the world is going on, right? That's sealed Bible. That's hit by the unsealed Bible. See, that's vector. That's what vectors work. You tell us nothing. See what happens? It changes direction. Now, why am I showing this? You've been paying attention to YouTube lately. Why is all of a sudden everybody's trying to say Israel's really black people? We weren't saying before. We said a year ago. What he said months ago. Why is starting saying it now? Why is starting saying a lot of things he's saying now that sound like angel fallout? Because Hey, okay, the way science works, if you understand mathematics, you understand physics, force moving in any direction will continue moving in that direction, won't stop, won't it just continue. Only will stop if there's another action, to be another force act upon it. Otherwise, that's what it says. The momentum will just keep on going. The direction has to have another force act on it. You just slow it down, change direction, or increase it. But it will stay on that particular path in that direction and that speed forever, unless there's no action. What I'm saying is that they would have kept on going the same way it was going. So if they changed direction, there had to be an action that caused it to happen. I keep telling you, when you see the world like this right now, that all of a sudden started changing since 1990. There had to be another action that's causing a change direction. What direction are they changing it? To be more close. Look at this again, brothers and sisters. Pay attention to these things. And see the direction it was going. Oh. Going in this direction, right? Straight course. But then when it hits this, now what happens? It happens here. We're going to keep on. Oh, maybe I need to. And see what happened here? It changed direction. It goes more in the direction of where the force hits it. It was going straight like this. Right? It was going straight like this, right? And then the force came up and hit it like this. Now it started moving more close to the direction of the force that hit it. So you can tell that force is acting on it because it's more in the direction of that force. Look, I said, hey, they start saying more like blacks must be Israel. That means the force hitting it must be saying that along those lines. You can look at the reaction and tell a lot about the action. But now they move more in the direction. Before they was going horizontal, but now they move more in the vertical direction because the force hit was the vertical. They move closer to the direction of the force that hit them. So you can say, oh, well, if they move in that direction, that means there must be a force out there saying the real Israelites were black. They came out of Africa. You understand, brothers and sisters? You gotta learn to understand these things, brothers and sisters. Learn to think. Let's do this. Then I'm gonna close out in a minute, brothers. Mm-hmm. What do I do here? Mm. Oh, okay. My era. Yeah, I was trying this. I got. Oh. Okay, we're saying here, brothers and sisters, that under the same pressure, people react differently. The weaker ones succumbs to pressure more than the greater one. But see, Shabbos, they hardly move by that pressure because it was the Holocaust. So therefore, they can withstand all that pressure and other nations can't. That's one of the benefits, because with the time of unprecedented trouble, you want to be the best you can be. And so Dr. Shabbos knew we would go through a time of unprecedented trouble. But he wanted to make sure when we went through it that we would, because think about it, unprecedented trouble. Now, I said it's going to be the worst ever for us and everybody. For everybody, but think about it. Think about this carefully now. Who's going to be the worst for? That's why I say it's going to be a horrific thing that happens to them. They're going to be on this. Remember, if it's unprecedented, it means even worse than Holocaust. And Holocaust was bad. How much worse it's going to be for them if we do double to them what they did to us in the Holocaust? Are you reading me? Do you feel me? Do you feel me? Feel me, bro? It'll be worse for them. It was unprecedented Holocaust. It'll be double. 100 years of terror, double. Can you imagine that? No, you cannot. You see? But for us, I mean, Moses, what? Oh, we've already been through it. We've been virtually through it. The Holocaust was almost unprecedented. So therefore, we already took all that pressure. So now, when the time of unprecedented trouble, amen, we can lay back. Right? Say amen. Right? Stubbed our toe. Right? Broke a fingernail. Or they're being crushed. Now you see, I'm trying to pull this together for you, bro, so you understand it. You already been through almost unprecedented trouble. It was unprecedented for us, Holocaust. But when the time of unprecedented trouble comes, no hair on your head will be harmed. That's if you apply the discipline techniques that you know about, because you have that. So therefore, you're going to walk through it a time of unprecedented trouble without being burnt. Because you already been through it. So what we went through, that we said went through the Holocaust, they're about to go through it. Because what they done to us can be done to you. But now they're going to experience what we went through. But they're going to experience it in the most horrific, I try to make it clear and clear for you, brothers and sisters. All you got to do is pay attention and apply the 5 pillars, and you may get a little fingernail, break a little fingernail or something. You know what I'm saying? You can walk to the fire, won't be burnt. Because you already crushed into a diamond. Now crush me already formed into a diamond. And now the pressure that caused you to be in a diamond is going to crush them. See, you took all that pressure and turned your diamond, but that same pressure will crush them. All of them, including Esau. Now you understand, brothers and sisters? The only way you feel it, if you're stupid enough not to apply the protection, your 5 pillars. You're going around with devils. You apply those. And the proof is, when you go to, because you're going to be kicking ass during tribulation. They're going to be kicking their ass. They say you'll be doing exploits. You're going to see some more horrific things. I told you, you're going to see some things you never, but you're going to see happen to them, not to you. Because you had to be here to do it to them, and you're going to witness their destruction. Because you already been through, you already took the pressure. That's why you see, make sure that again, I'm going to close out, brothers and sisters. Why you see, I'm going to rest this tomorrow, maybe later on today. I'm like going 24/7 now, brothers and sisters, days. That's why you see, What happened to it? After this, right? That's why you're going to see at the Shabbat, they hardly move. I don't know if you noticed that. I've been playing a couple of days. I say, I don't want anybody to notice this. I don't want anybody to pick up on that. Why are they not moving? Hardly moving, barely moving. Everybody's being crushed. Anybody even thought about it, picked up on it. As soon as he finally gets crushed. Esau, rather. Survives. Pressure ain't even phasing him. Pressure not even phasing him. Just destroying everybody else. Pressure ain't phased by the pressure. The heart or the tribulation. Time on pressure and trouble. Hardly phased out. Hardly. Right? Everybody's being crushed. I think believe it. I think that's something you think about, brothers and sisters. No, you didn't see that one coming. See? So much, brothers and sisters, I tell you. It's amazing to me that other people have been studying the angel, they don't see this stuff. But they will. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I think I'm leave it there, brothers and sisters. Do I want to say anything else here? Let me take a look at this one and see what's I got here. Be 76 next month, brothers and sisters. Ooh. You don't want to be 76 nowadays. Maybe we get home hereafter. That'd be a nice, good old age. Sure ain't feel good now. Look at it. Okay. This is stuff. See, they have to take and stretch the scripture and everything else. We don't have to do that. It's right there in front of you. Star rising east. That means the sun has to go in the west. Okay. If you say, well, star, that means you have to be in the west to say it's in the east. Okay. And they both conceived at the same time. So star rise, and that star David, that star rose in 48, he was conceived at 48. Right? Born in 49, beginning of 49. That's 9 months. Approximately. 9.5, whatever close. That's why I call Antichrist. Antichrist means if there's Antichrist, it means must be a Christ, right? I mean, what do you have to do to get this there cause? There must be a Christ. That means they have to be considered at the same time. Mathematically. Then the Christ will be spawned for what? The new ark. He can build a new ark. Right? And he was born in the manger amongst the cows. You ever heard of Jersey cows? Jersey cows? There he is. It says, son of a bitch, be cursed with a curse. Robbing the nation. What nation? Tell you, it's Malachi talking about the nation of Islam. Who's robbing the nation of Islam? Not me, not Elijah. But this clown's got him rich. How did you get so wealthy? He don't have no business or anything. Yeah, and there's a little demon. his pot buddy. Oh boy, what? He's married to a sister. Oh man. What you think will happen when these realize what's happened? They start getting the real 411. Now the those 411, the real 4, what you think they're going to do? I'm not going to restrain them. Did you know you'd be judged by angels? Did you would judge angels, rather? Look at our people. That's a judgment right there. You start kicking ass. Hey, man, you did this. Let me tell you that. That's a judgment, ain't it? What do you think they're going to do? They find out Daniel and Jeffrey and Ishmael and all those demons over there. What you gonna do? You know all that bad information, bad food, bad mental food. Oh man, what should you want to do? Ooh. Are they coming for dinner? They look like they come for dinner? Come on, they look like for dinner? Let's have a cup of tea. What do they look like? Go on, brothers and sisters. One day, the master from Muhammad, he's the God, so he makes the call. I never met the man. I can't say anything about the man. I love what he did. What he did is him. I love him. Can't speak to him. I never met him. I'm sure the Shia going to be meeting him soon because he's going to be with them when they go to war. Very soon. So he's the God. No, I don't know what his temperament is. Elijah Muhammad said he didn't want to get the man mad because he said, Master Muhammad, ooh, he could get a little hot. So he's the God. Maybe he wants to. He's going to do what he does on time. He's not going to fail us. I believe the angel says he's faithful and true, and I go along with that. But sometimes you have to, put your foot in the ring and let everybody know, hey man, I'm the God. So we know he has to be the God because he's the one that's pull the trigger. Me, I'm ready to go. He's got to pull the trigger. He's the God. Me. He's the God. And everybody's going to know that because he's the one, only one knows, and he's the one he's the one that's going to deliver you. I'll just give you the tickets. I'm the ticket man. Got the tickets. If he don't deliver you, your ass won't be delivered. Because I cannot swim. My father was a good swimmer. I couldn't swim. And I can't carry you my back like Farrakhan over the Atlantic Ocean. And that's when I'm going to get there unless I get on a plane and go right now. But we told to depend upon him. Don't get it twisted. He's the God. He just makes the decision. Now, I'm 100% confident it's going to be soon. I just don't know exact day and hour. It's a day and hour. It's a year. Not soon, but he's the one that made the call. So, because you have to know he's the God. There can't be no confusion on that. There can't be no confusion on that. The Supreme was a high priest, not the God. That situation may change 6,000 years from now. Right now, that's 6,000 years in the future. I ain't worried about what happened 6,000 years in the future. I'm worried about what's happening right now. Right now, he's the God. He makes the call. Put the ingredients together. Right? Give it to him. He put it in the oven. He said, okay, it's going to be in for 5 minutes. It's going to be 10 minutes, wherever. I put the ingredients together. What I says, ancient days put the ingredients together and said, give it to him. He says, be. He said, it is. If you say it is, that means you say when it's going to be is, right? If you say be, okay, be. The person that is, it's the one that determines the time, right? Hope you understand, bro. Some go. Assalamu alaikum. I'm going to say something I remember it. Recall it real quick. Okay, one thing. Everybody's against us. As soon as they're against us, they're paying a lot of money to make sure we never get the idea of coming back home. Remember that. I mentioned all those different people. Remember, they're all controlling information. They all control information. And Suleiman's the only one that's giving the counter. My vector is stronger than theirs, and it's keep us like resting, just keep hitting. You see the world's coming more and more to where I want it, not the way they want it. But back September 2023, right? Remember, they didn't have peace and safety. It was going to be. That's the way they wanted it. It didn't happen that way. I tell you, it's not going to happen that way. Yeah. Understand that, brother and sister. Hope you understand. Assalamu alaikum.